Hi dear friends, how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing fine. For returning subscribers, thank you so much for returning back here. Thank you for your love and your support. May God bless you. But if it is your first time here on my channel, hello, welcome to my channel. Please, before you leave, remember to subscribe. And when you subscribe, YouTube automatically will turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be the first one to be notified. So to be the first one, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget, please. So dear friends, in our today's video, we are going to be having a story time of Dayana's love story. Part 2. Guys, if it is your first time to hear Dayana's love story, last time I did her part 1 love story. So go back, watch her part 1 love story. If you did not watch it, then come back here to continue with part 2, which is the last part. But for those who watched her part 1 love story, today we are going to be starting from where we stopped last time. So dear friends, last time we stopped whereby Dayana traveled from Tanzania to India, was promised when she arrives in India will be working at the supermarket. They covered all the costs for her trip to India. Told her, when you reach here, you start working at the supermarket, you'll pay us back, and that's when you'll start to be independent, work, live your life, get to help your brother back home. So she was really happy and excited to start working. Though the things that she saw from the ladies that came to pick her at first in Delhi, how they were dressed, their drinking issues, was like, this is kind of strange, but nothing crossed her mind that something really bad was going to happen to her once she arrives at her final destination, which was Bangalore in India. That's where the Tanzanian lady who brought her to India was. And that's where Dayana thought was going to be working at the supermarket in that city. So yeah, she travels from Delhi to Bangalore. The Tanzanian lady comes to pick her at the airport, then takes her to her house. Arriving at her house, they find this huge Nigerian guy seated, drinking beer and smoking weed. Oh my God, Dayana was surprised, but in her mind thought maybe that's the boyfriend. But in real sense, that guy wasn't the boyfriend to the Tanzanian lady. No, he was her boss. Yeah, because that's the guy that covered all Dayana's trip. He paid for everything for Dayana to arrive there. That's why when they entered inside and they found him, the guy told Dayana, sit down, but asked the Tanzanian lady, is this the girl you went to pick? Oh my God. The girl was like, yes. Then right away handed over Dayana's passport to this Nigerian guy. So when he left, she asked the Tanzanian lady again, why did you give that Nigerian guy my passport? At first she lied and was like, here it's not a safe country, Indians are bad, so it's better someone keeps your passport. But then added, you have to change your names. Dayana is like, why should I change my names? She was like, it's dangerous for you to use your real names. Yeah, it kept on sounding very strange to Dayana, but remember, she is in a new country, doesn't know anyone, so had to listen to the person that brought her there. So after that talk of the passport, that's when Dayana asks, so when am I starting my supermarket job? And the lady told her, what supermarket job? You came here to do prostitution. You're going to be selling your body, pay the money back that the guy used to bring you here, and then you can be on your own, decide on what to do. That is why he took your passport. The day you finish paying his money, that's when you'll get your passport back. She cried a lot, cursed that lady, and was saying, no, I won't do that. That's when the Tanzanian lady called the Nigerian guy, was like, Dayana is saying cannot do what we are asking her to do. So the Nigerian guy came back and was super angry, told the lady, so what is she saying? Is she saying that she's not gonna pay us? If that's it, then she shouldn't worry. We're going to be selling her to another person. I get my money back and we'll see what will happen to her. And the other person they wanted to sell Dayana to was really a bad guy, very aggressive. So in that same house, there was another Tanzanian lady that Dayana phoned doing house chores. So when she was crying a lot, saying that she can't do it, the lady approached her and was like, Dayana, you have no option. You better do what they are telling you to do. When you finish, you can just decide to go back home. But if you keep saying you can't do it, they're going to take you to another person, sell you, and even the worst will happen to you. So better say yes. And at that time, the Tanzanian lady that brought her to India had a client for Dayana for that night already. Oh my God. So in the end, Dayana had no option, had to say yes to prostitution. So guys, after Dayana accepting to sell her body so that she can pay these people back, it was by force. Forced. This lady wasn't in a position to be like, I'm running away. Go where? She doesn't know anyone in India. She doesn't know even the direction to take. And according to the stories that she was told, you can even lose yourself in the process of trying to escape. So the only option that was remaining is just to accept and do as they tell you. So that evening came, Dayana prepared herself and they took her to that client that was waiting for her. Went to the client, did what she was supposed to do, cried and cried and cried, but it did not help at all. Returned back to the lady's place, then the next day again. So she got something like 3 or 4 clients who became her fixed clients. Yeah, she could only go to those and they were paying her very well. So what she did, bought a notebook and started paying back the money, but could note down, because told herself, if I don't note down and keep paying these people, God knows how long they're going to make me pay, how many years they're going to make me keep paying, because we did not note down anything. So she could pay, note down, pay and note down, and tells you guys that in 3 months and a half, Dayana finished to pay all the money that these people paid for her to come, and extra. You have to pay extra, and that's how they get their profits. So as she was telling me this story, I asked Dayana, you're talking of Nigerian guys, because even these clients, the 3 or 4 clients that she had, were Nigerians. I was actually surprised and asked her, how comes all these Nigerians are in India? She was like, Bella, these people go there to sell drugs. They are drug dealers, and there is a very big community of Nigerian guys there. They have shops, but they use those shops as a cover up. What they do is to sell drugs and do illegal activities, just like the one they were doing with Dayana, sadly. And before I forget, guys, the other Tanzanian lady that was in the house and could do house chores, that one was just used as a slave. Could save the Tanzanian girl that brought Dayana to India, wash her clothes, cook, clean, and at night could send her to the streets to sell her body. Oh my God. Some people are really bad, like very bad. So guys, when Dayana finished paying their money, they gave her the passport and told her to go out of the house. The visa she came with was just 1 month, and she stayed 3 months and a half, was going to the 4th month. She had overstayed, and when you overstay, if you want to go back, you have to pay the fine, and Dayana did not have that money to pay the fine to go back home. So was like, I'll just stay here and see what I can do, then save money up. When I have enough money to pay the ticket, to pay the fine so that they can give me the exit visa, then I will go back home. It's not that Dayana decided to stay in India forever. No, her plans were to go back home eventually. So left their house, had saved very little money. That little money helped her to pay for the rent only. So go to this room. The room was empty, no furnitures in it, and tells us could sleep or slept on the floor for 1 month. So you're going to be asking yourself, within that 1 month, what was Dayana doing? Dayana tells us met another African lady who was just on her own, could sell her body to Indians. And because Dayana had nothing to do, had to follow the lady. So the lady could take her along, but they couldn't earn that much, like the way Dayana was earning with Nigerians. And also adds that once you finish paying these people's money, it's like those clients don't want you anymore. And what happens? They want new girls. So Dayana couldn't go back to those clients because even if she wanted to go back to them, they were not going to accept her. So she kept on really struggling, eventually got money to buy the mattress and had to put it down so could sleep on the floor, but at least at that time had a mattress. So as Dayana kept on struggling, before when she used to work for those people, met this Congolese guy, and this Congolese guy wanted to date Dayana. Dayana kept on refusing because of her position with the job she was doing. So when she left those people, the Congolese guy kept on looking for Dayana, wanting to date her. Eventually, Dayana accepted. So they became boyfriend and girlfriend. That Congolese guy was just a student in India. So yeah, started dating, all was going well. The guy could push her sometimes, you know, with bills, maybe pay electricity or pay for the water bill. And at that time, Dayana stopped completely the whole thing of selling her body. Joined this group. It was an African group, Africans in India. And one time in that group, saw someone that was looking for a lady to take care of a sick person. You know, if you're African, especially in Tanzania, I used to hear that in India, they have good hospitals. So if someone is sick, especially people with cancer, those, you know, chronic sickness, they be taken to India. So there was a Tanzanian guy sick who was in India for treatment and was looking for someone to help him around, maybe give him medicine, clean the house, wash his clothes. And when Dayana saw that, was like, okay, this is a good opportunity for me to earn money. I save and save, then get to go back home. So looked for that person that placed an advert privately. They talked and was like, okay, you can come and start working. So Dayana's salary was $500 per month. Her rent was $150. Then the remaining has to pay other bills. But because had this boyfriend, Congolese boyfriend, he could push her around. So when that 1 month contract could end and maybe the sick person could go back home, she could again contact the other guy that helped her to find that job, that if you hear any other person is looking for a lady to help her around the house, please let me know. So they kept on calling her whenever there is a sick person. Dayana could go. It became her job. Her love life kept on dating a Congolese guy. So one day was calling the Congolese guy, but he was not picking, and had heard, you know, rumors that this Congolese guy is having another woman, is cheating on you. So that day she kept on calling, the guy wasn't picking, and decided to go at his place. Arriving at his place, found him with another lady. Oh my God, she confirmed. There were no longer rumors, it was true. The guy was cheating on her. Left, returned at her place, and then this guy followed her, you know, asked for forgiveness. Dayana said no. He kept on, you know, begging for forgiveness, but eventually Dayana said, okay, I forgive you, but I'm not coming back to you. Because tells us is a lady, when she says no and turns her back, it's done, does not go back to the guy. So she remained single but kept on working with these sick people at their apartments in India. So guys, when Dayana ended things with the Congolese guy, was like, men are the same. Men are not to be trusted. So me, Dayana, I'm done with men. Getting married, I'll never get married because men are the same. Nothing. I'll never find a guy that, will be different, or the guy who will love me. Her history told her that there is no love because had never experienced love in her life. All her life was full of suffering, disappointments, and betrayal. So with men, Dayana was done. Told herself, my main focus now is to go back home. Yes, back home, so many problems, life is very difficult, but home will always be home. When I'm home, I will be happy. And prayed to God, told God, God, the day I'm going back home, I'll never do anything to wrong you. Help me, God, to go back to my country. So she continued working and also saving. Saved and saved and saved. That was 2020, 2021. COVID became real. There are no sick people who are going to India to be treated. Due to that, the borders were closed. So Dayana was jobless. There was a lockdown. The money she saved so that she can go back home, had remained with some amount to make it full so that she can go back home. So started spending those savings because didn't have any job and was supposed to eat, was supposed to pay the rent. Life was supposed to keep moving forward. So yeah, kept on spending and spending. Eventually, all the savings were done. So when all the savings were over, started lending money from other Africans who were there. With the rent, had to talk to the landlord and request the landlord to keep waiting for her. When she starts working, will pay her rent. Tells us that landlord was very good to her, kept on waiting, and eventually the lockdown was over. Dayana started working again. But when she started working, wasn't saving so that she can go back home. No, started from zero, had to pay her rent, started paying all the debts that she accumulated during the lockdown. So Dayana tells us, as she kept on praying, one day something strange really happened in her prayers. Remember, had said does not want anything to do with men. But that day found herself praying to God for a husband. Yeah. Told God, I need a husband. I want to get married. I want to have kids, have a family of my own, settle down. Cried so much in her prayers, and when she was done praying, remained shocked at herself, like, what happened? She started having that feeling of wanting a man by her side, but not just a man, a good man, because Dayana had seen enough in the hands of bad men. So as she kept on working, started having lots of friends, and one day was at her friend's place. The friend had Wi-Fi, so went to YouTube. So as she was on YouTube that day, saw a video of a Zambian lady that was saying met a white guy, they met online and mentioned Afro introductions. Then I was like, is it possible? Because for her, did not trust social media at all. She knew social media has lots of scammers, con men. I was like, here I have lived with con men, Nigerian men. I know how they do their tricks and all that. So for her, the whole idea of finding a guy online, fall in love, I don't know, later get married, was something that didn't believe. But anyways, got curious and took Afro Introductions, went on Google and joined Afro Introductions. So when she joined, they told her to fill in her profile. I was like, fill in my profile? How? So did not know how to use Afro Introductions and gave up that same day. I was like, these are not my things, and left it like that. So after abandoning the whole idea of filling in her Afro Introductions profile, another day was on YouTube, then came across a video of this Tanzanian lady. She does videos about online dating, interracial dating, dating white men, but I think she speaks in Swahili. Her name is Shena. I know most Tanzanians that are watching this, you know her YouTube channel, okay? So when she watched the video on that lady's channel, popped up my video after, and she clicked it. I was talking about how to know a guy is serious or not on the dating sites. Watched it, I was like, this is really interesting. Then kept on watching my videos, encouraging you guys, don't give up. You have to be strong when you are on the dating apps. I kept on sharing stories. She kept watching and gained the courage to approach me on Instagram, because was like, Bella, I've never approached anyone on Instagram. But watching your videos, listening to the stories, I just felt like I can approach this lady and she can talk to me. Yeah. So when she approached me, by the way, wanted to know how to use Afro Introductions and asked me, Bella, I'm using Afro Introductions, but I don't know who has paid and who has not paid, because I get messages and when I try to open them, they are not opening. Remember guys, I did a video here and I guided you step by step how to know a guy is paying on Afro Introductions, the signs and everything. So I responded to Dayana and told her how you can notice a guy who has paid on Afro Introductions and who has not paid. Was very happy, thanked me and left. Kept on with her journey to search for the right guy, her husband. So after knowing how to know a guy is paying on Afro Introductions, how to use Afro Introductions, because again, I recommended her to watch my video that I did on how to use Afro Introductions, for more info, because at that time, Dayana wasn't my baby. Because what I do, if you're not my baby, when you write to me on Instagram, I will not ignore you. But what you're asking, if it needs more time, like me to invest my time on it, then you have to pay the fee. But if it is just a simple question, I just respond to you and it ends there. But I tell you, if you want more info, you have to pay the fee. So that's how I did it with Dayana. Kept on with her search and tells us one day receives a message from this guy who claimed to be very, very rich. But Dayana told the guy, I'm not interested in money. What I want is true love. And then this guy was like, is there true love without money? I don't believe that. But Dayana felt like that guy was just bragging and not actually rich. Because rich guys, they don't just tell you that I am rich. No. We have seen stories of rich guys online, how they be like. So eventually blocked that guy that claimed to be rich and kept on searching, then met an Indian guy who was born in Tanzania but living in the UK. So they started talking, then went to WhatsApp, made a video call, but in all those video calls, that guy could be seated on the bed. She could only see his head and that's it. Never showed her around the house, or maybe pick the call in the kitchen or pick the call when he is in the living room. Because when the house is yours and you're free, you talk everywhere, Not like every time when you want to do the video call, then you have to be on the bed and show only your head. And because Dayana was listening to my videos very attentively, was like, these are the guys that Bella always talks about. How comes this Indian guy is always on the same spot? But they kept on chatting, the guy telling Dayana, I will come to India, to meet you. Because in Dayana's mind, because was new to dating apps, knew that if I'm to visit the guy, I have to save money so that I can pay the ticket and go visit the guy. Or if the guy likes me, then he can travel, come to see me here. So that Indian guy kept on telling Dayana, I'll come to visit you in India because he is from India. And she somehow believed him. It was around summertime, so this guy tells Dayana, I'll be going for my summer vacation with my friends to Milan, Italy. But during that time, we will not be able to talk. I'll be busy with my friends. Dayana remembers Bella talked about this too. When a guy is going on a vacation, you have been talking, all is good, but doesn't want to talk to you while on his vacation, you just know that that guy is not free, is hiding something from you. So told the guy, you know what? I think we are not on the same page. You are not serious. So I just wish you all the best. And surprisingly, the guy was like, it's fine, no problem. I wish you all the best so that you find a good guy who will marry you. And it ended like that, guys. So if you're watching this video now, what do we learn from this? A guy who is a player will never be worried of wasting your time. It's you that needs to be very careful when you're chatting with these guys online, not to waste your time. If you see he's doing things that are not okay with you, they are red flags, act up. Tell this guy, I think you're playing games here. I wish you all the best. And if he is a player, he will tell you, fine, ciao ciao. He won't think twice to say ciao ciao, because for you, on your side, you think you guys are in a relationship. But on his side, he knows he's playing games. He's just chatting with a Tanzanian woman who is in India. Not that I'm chatting with a lady that I want to build a relationship and later get married to her. No. That's not how they think. So it's up to you guys. Everything is in your hands to decide. But also exist those guys, they are players, and you see things are not working the way you're expecting them to go, like a normal relationship. Maybe this guy doesn't communicate with you as it is supposed to be. He chats with you today, maybe it is on a Tuesday or Wednesday, then comes back again the next Wednesday or the next Tuesday. But when you tell him let's end things, he's like, no, don't go, I wanna keep you. Tell that guy, if you want to keep me, if you want to build this relationship, do the right thing. Build this relationship, communicate more, and everything that you want that guy to do that shows you are in a normal relationship, getting to know this guy that will later be your husband. If he accepts to do that, starts to communicate more and be serious, then don't leave. But if he is just telling you, no, stay, and then it's same things, leave my sister, leave. Stop wasting your time. So when she ended it with an Indian guy, then comes a Black American guy on Facebook. Because when she started to know about dating apps, I know most of you have done this. You start downloading other apps that pops up. Yeah. So she kept on downloading other apps and also joined Facebook. So one time, gets a message from this Black American guy, told her was sick. But as they kept on getting to know each other, Dayana came to find out he had lots of problems. Legs problems, I don't know, pressure, back problems. He was a guy who was always on a sick bed. Yeah, so Dayana decided to keep that guy as just a friend. So decided to just be friends with this Black American guy, give him words of encouragement, because sometimes the guy could break down and cry. cry, then Dayana could keep on encouraging him, you know, could pray for him. And yeah, it continued like that. There was no love relationship there. So Dayana kept the Black American guy as just a friend. So one day on the dating apps, received a message from this Hungarian guy, a guy from Hungary. They chatted and he seemed serious, then disappeared. When he disappeared for weeks, then again came back to Dayana. So when he came back, was like, Dayana, I'm back, and this time around I'm very, very serious. I want to get married to you, so I want you to go back home to your country so that I can invite you here in Hungary and we get married. Dayana was like, I told you I am in India and I have overstayed, so I need to save more money to pay for the fine so that I can get the exit visa and also the money to pay for the flight ticket so that I can go back home. But the Hungarian guy kept on insisting that I want you to go back home now because I want to marry you now. Dayana kept on explaining, making him understand it won't be possible. She needs to keep on saving. Then he was like, I'm going to pay for your ticket. But again, Dayana told him, I still need money to pay for the fine, for the exit visa. Then the Hungarian guy changed completely, started insulting her, telling her you are a scammer, what kind of a woman you are. Like that whole day, it was insults, messages coming into Dayana's phone. She took it personal, cried very, very much. And I wish at that time Dayana could have wrote to me, because guys, I told you, never cry for these losers that you meet online. Never take the things that they tell you so personal. You're going to get hurt for nothing. Because you tell me, was that Hungarian guy a quality guy? Hell no, he wasn't a quality guy. So I told you, toxic guys, they are good, they are sweet when things are going their way. But when things don't go their way, they turn out to be really bad. Some become really aggressive with words because it is online. They can't be aggressive physically, but verbally. So that kind of a guy, I don't wish him for you, dear sisters here, because even if things went like the way he wanted, there was going to be a day things were not going to go like the way he wants, because that's the reality of life, and he was going to be really, really aggressive. Who knows physically if they have met in real life. A quality guy will never ever be aggressive on you. Let it be physically, let it be verbally. Even if, let's say, yes, Dayana was a scammer, a quality guy wasn't going to insult her, telling her you are a scammer, you are this, you are that. Not at all. Was just going to wish her all the best and keep on with his journey. And also Dayana remembers when they had started talking with the Hungarian guy, was talking very, very bad of his ex. Was married to a Kenyan lady, but that Kenyan lady was very aggressive to him, could beat him up. But when he became aggressive verbally, Dayana was like, the aggressive one, the toxic one, I don't think it's the Kenyan lady, it's him. Because he has shown me how he can be aggressive, how he can be toxic. And my dear sisters, a guy that talks bad about his ex, you ladies that are chatting with guys online, guys that have divorced, guys that are separated, guys that had girlfriends, but those relationships did not work out, and when you talk, you ask them about their past love relationship experience, they start telling you, oh, that woman was just a selfish, you know, she is a devil. I wish God to take her life. Girl, run as early as possible, because that guy is a toxic one. And guys, I told you, when it comes to guys that are divorced or separated, I am so experienced in that. So a guy who is divorced or separated from the wife and you meet him online, if he is a quality guy, you will never ever hear any bad word about the ex. Most will tell you, I had my own mistakes and she had her own mistakes. Those who comes up with bad words about the ex, when you ask them, it's because they are toxic and they are not over yet that marriage that ended, or that relationship that ended. And we conclude here by saying that one is not a quality guy. So this Hungarian guy talking bad about the Kenyan lady, actually he was the one that was a bad guy. So when the Hungarian guy told Dayana, you are a scammer, kept sending her bad messages, cried and cried, was like, how can he call me a scammer? Do I really look like a scammer? I'm such a genuine lady. I'll never scam anyone. Yeah, but she just lost her tears for nothing. Never cry for a guy that you have met online. No matter what words he tells you, block and move forward. Please. So yeah, it ends like that, and she keeps on, chatting with the black American guy, the Sikh guy, as a friend, and then started getting messages from different guys, but all were not good men. Either it could be a guy wants a 50-50 kind of a relationship. Some they could talk, all is good, go to do a video call on WhatsApp, they come up with their eggplants, It was really a lot for Dayana. She had joined few months but was already tired. Like, why is that all bad men are coming to me? What is wrong with me? So it kept on happening like that. Some guys coming, hi baby, you're so beautiful, let's go to Skype. She could download Skype. When they go to Skype, trouble. Tanzanians will say majanga. So they could go to Skype, then majanga, same things. They're coming up with their eggplants or asking Dayana for nude pictures. Yeah. So yeah, Dayana's search became a struggle, guys. You who are still on the dating apps and sites searching, when I say it became a struggle, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the struggle is real. So one day gets a message from this American guy. This American guy was a policeman in his 60s. Dayana tells you that for her was more interested in mature guys. So she was like, it's fine, even if he is 60, I can still date him as long as he is a good guy. So they start chatting. The guy tells her he is divorced, has got 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and the ex was toxic, was a drug addict. That is why the relationship had to end. And Dayana was like, it's fine. So they keep dating. They could talk on video calls. Sometimes his son could be at home. He could still do video calls even if the son is at home, could show her around, could show her his cars and everything, which was the first time for Dayana to find a guy online who was free with her to show her around his house. So I was like, okay, these are the kind of guys that Bella talks about in her videos, that they don't have anything to hide from you, because he's showing me everything, he's free with me. So all was good, very good. And that day Dayana tells us was at work, and then when I arrived home, the American guy sends her a message, baby, can I send you a picture? Dayana was like, fine, you can send it. And voila, it's a picture of his eggplant. Oh my god, she was so disappointed and told herself, so this guy was just the same guys that I was meeting on the dating apps. Told him, I'm so disappointed, why did you do that? Then the guy is like, if you didn't like it, I'm sorry. So they keep chatting, and then one day they were on a video call. His daughter comes, then told Dayana, my daughter has arrived, and immediately ended the call without even saying goodbye or anything. That's when Dayana shined her eyes, was like, no, this guy isn't a quality guy. Ended it too with that 60 years old white American guy. So when that happened, it actually destabilized her. Was like, why me? Same kind of unserious guys giving me attention. Why is that I have never met a guy who is serious, who wants a serious relationship? And started questioning herself, like maybe it's because of the job that I do here in India, because could tell the guys the job that she does, and also said maybe it's because I have not studied. Remember, Dayana ended in primary 7, never went to secondary school or university or anything. So she was like, it's because I have not studied. It's because I don't have education, and I think I'll never find anyone who will fall in love with me, because all these men online, the serious ones, want ladies who have studied, who have good education, who have good jobs. So came to me at her lowest point. Was like, Sis Bella, because she calls me Sis Bella. I want to ask you this question. And at that time, guys, I didn't know Dayana's story. This whole story that I've told you, I didn't know anything at all. Yes, I knew Dayana was in India and at some point told me wanted to go back home. I told her, Dayana, why do you want to go back home? Life is very difficult there. Do you have a plan? Maybe when you go back home, you have a job, or maybe you have a business that you want to start. Maybe you have saved some money there in India. Because I thought Dayana is in India, maybe is a student, or was just there working but a normal job. I did not know anything about her history, how she went to India. So tells me, Bella, the truth is, for me, I have not gone to school. I ended in primary 7. And every guy I talk to online, I tell them the truth. But I end up finding men who are players. Serious men are never interested in me. So I responded to her question like, Dayana, no, that's not true. Because the truth is, and this is the truth that I've been telling you even in my videos, that the level of your education, the job that you do, or some of you who are single mothers, you're struggling to raise your kids, has got nothing to do with love. When we talk of true love that I know, a guy won't be like, this one just ended in primary 7, I don't need her, I can't date her. No, guys. Or a guy won't be like, this one is just a nanny, she is a housemaid, I can't date her. No. Because a quality guy will fall in love with you the way you are. Once he starts getting to know you, he sees you're a very good woman, you reason well with life, and you really connect. No matter you don't have good education, no matter the kind of job you do, he will still be with you. Get to put this in your mind. That's what I told Dayana, and that's what I'm telling you too. You who is watching this video and you've been questioning yourself, maybe because of the job I do, maybe because I'm a single mother, maybe because I've not gone to school, maybe because, I don't look like a supermodel. That is why online dating guys are not interested in me. No, girl, be strong, keep praying, trust in God, that when your time comes, you will find that quality guy. So after talking to Dayana to not worry that she has not gone to school, or maybe the job she's doing is why she's not getting anyone interested in her, was very happy, told me, oh my God, Bella, thank you so much. You have really encouraged me, because for me, I thought it is the reason to why. So Dayana went back to the dating sites, kept on trying her luck, but things were hard. Yeah, kept on getting same and serious guys, and reached a point, told God, no, I think my husband is not on the dating sites. Maybe I'll find my husband offline. It's time to leave dating sites and keep living my life, but never wanted to delete them, not at all. Checked there was an option of just logging out, so I was like, I'm just going to log out and just move on with my life. So she had not logged out yet, so kept on receiving messages from unserious guys. Could chat with a guy, they exchanged numbers, and at night Dayana could pray to God, if that guy isn't the one, I don't want to see his message tomorrow morning when I wake up. And it could happen like that. Could wake up and the guy has disappeared. Yeah, so kept praying and fasting. Decided that she would be fasting every beginning of the month, because whenever I could watch my videos, see that I am insisting on you guys to pray. So decided I'm going to be fasting, and December came. She fasted. After finishing her fast, it was on 9th December, had decided I am logging out from these dating apps so that I can live my life. Guess what? Gets a message from a Black American guy, and when Dayana was online, really wanted a white man. But when she saw his message, was like, okay, let me read what this guy is telling me. So in America, it was at night, but in India, it was on Friday afternoon. And his message was like, I'm looking for a woman to marry and have kids. 2 kids. Same kids that Dayana wanted. Dayana wished to have 2 kids. And then this guy in his message is talking of having 2 kids. So after reading his message, Dayana responded back, and the message she responded was like, hello, nice to meet you. And when the guy saw Dayana's message, then responded back and told Dayana, can we exchange WhatsApp numbers? Dayana was like, okay, I'm going to give him my WhatsApp. If he misbehaves, I'm going to block him. So exchanged WhatsApp numbers, chatted a bit, then Saturday passes. On Sunday, this guy calls Dayana on a video call. So when he called Dayana in America, it was at night, and this guy was on the bed, seated. So when Dayana saw him on the bed, was like, oh my God, same guys, the players. Always sits on the bed whenever they do video calls. So they talk, but as they kept on talking, Dayana notices that the conversation was really flowing naturally. And this American guy asked Dayana when was her birthday. Then Dayana tells him. Then the guy tells Dayana his birthday. They were sharing the birthday the same month. Only 2 days after Dayana's birthday, it was his birthday. She was like, wow. When it came to hobbies, the things that Dayana liked, the guy too liked those things. So she was happy that, oh my God, we share so many things, and decided, to treat this guy as a friend. Never wanted to invest her emotions in that guy. Kept on chatting with him. Dayana wanted to protect her heart due to the things she had been through. So after talking on a video call that day, Dayana went to bed, prayed and told God, if this American guy isn't the one, I don't want to see his message tomorrow. Make him disappear. But when Dayana woke up in the next morning, that was his message. She was like, okay. So they kept on chatting. All was really going so well. So at that time, they could just talk of normal things about life, weather, food, those kind of talks. So they keep chatting, and then one day Dayana sends him a message. It was in the morning in America. Good morning. The guy reads it and then keeps quiet. Hey, you guys that are on the dating apps, you know the feeling. It really feels so bad. For me, I remember, let me tell you a story. When I was on the apps at that time, one time I find this guy, we chat. He was American. We chat, but we did a video call when he was in his car with his dog. And at that time, guys, I was a mumu. Yeah, I believed this guy. So I was there, daydreaming how I'm going to go to America, stay with this guy in Florida. Oh, poor girl. Yeah, when you daydream. So we kept chatting with this guy, but every night the guy is not available. Because when you are single and maybe you are working, you have a job, during the day you are busy with work, that thing of being lonely, you don't feel the loneliness at work. But at night, when you are alone on your bed, the loneliness really hits you. So finding this American guy that I was chatting to, at night I could get really lonely and I could send messages to this guy, but this guy could respond the next day. And when I could try to check him when it is at night in his country in America, whereby it was during the day in my country, trying to be that understanding girlfriend, the guy still wasn't available. He could bring excuses and be like, I work at night, I work at the hotel, was playing the piano at these tourist hotels, the luxury hotels. So I kept on understanding him, but I told him, when it is at night, I really need him. I really need to chat with him. And he could be like, okay, I've understood you. I'll respond to you. Again, at night, he's not available. And with me, guys, I'm very, very stubborn, guys. No matter I was a mumu at that time, but due to my character, I don't like to waste time, okay? When I see this is the right thing, I want it to be that way. So I kept on complaining to the guy, and the guy told me, I think we are not on the same page. I told him, how are we not on the same page? All I'm asking you is to give me more time, let's communicate. How are we going to build this relationship if we just chat very, very few times? Because some days he could not be available completely. So that day I really told him, no, you have to change. This can't continue like this. The next day I'm sending messages. The guy is online. He wasn't hiding, like you can't see if he's online, what time he was online. No, it's just public. You could see. So I see him, he is online. I send him messages. He's not responding. He's reading the messages, blue tick, but the guy is not responding to me. I'm like, what is happening? Why isn't he responding? I go on a panic attack. Online dating, guys. So after seeing he's not responding to my messages, but he saw them, I decided to call. That was wrong. Guys never do that. If you're sending messages, you see a guy, read those messages but kept quiet, calm down. Don't do anything anymore. If that guy wants you, will surely reach out. If he doesn't, he will disappear just like that. But for me, I was a mumu. I kept calling the guy. He wasn't responding to my calls. And the next minute, what really made me so angry, he changes his WhatsApp photo. I was like, okay, so this guy has ignored me. I was really hurt, guys, but I couldn't do anything because at that time I had tried my best, but it did not help. I was left with a broken heart. So let's go back to Dayana's story. So Dayana sends this American guy a message, a good morning. He reads it and keeps quiet. Dayana tells herself, okay, so you saw my message and you decided to ignore me. I'm giving you just a day and I'm going to block you. Yeah, so her message was sent in the morning in America, and at night, that is when this guy gets back to Dayana, tells her, I'm very, very sorry. I was very busy. That is why I couldn't respond, but I'll get back to you. And yes, guys, got back to her, talked on a video call, and that day Dayana decided to just close her account on that dating app and concentrate chatting on this guy, because she had wanted anyway to log out on the dating apps. It's not that, it's the American guy that told her, close your account. Not at all. So guys, they keep chatting, and then Dayana's birthday was almost approaching. Then this American guy tells Dayana, I want to send you a birthday gift. If I want to send you money, how can I do it? Dayana is like, what? Send me money? Because never thought a guy that you haven't even met can send you money. Was surprised, but went and talked to the students to help her explain more with the process of the Western Union and all that. And then sent the details to the American guy. He sent her 100 euros, told her, go buy this book on Amazon. That book talks about the word of God. The guy is Christian and likes praying. Dayana was very happy, took the money, ordered that book on Amazon, and also had told the guy likes wine, so bought some wine. And then the day of her birthday comes. On that day of her birthday, this American guy calls Dayana. He had screenshotted Dayana's photo while they were talking on a video call and had to put it on the frame. So when they were talking on that video call, made a surprise to Dayana, showed her that photo. Oh my God, she was happy and, told herself, me, Dayana? A man is showing this much interest in me? Who am I not to thank God? Thank you, God. Was really, really happy. I remember writing to me on Instagram, told me, Sis Bella, one day I'm going to tell you a story. God has been so good to me. It's only that I haven't paid the fee for the guidance. I don't want to disturb you with my stories, but soon I'm becoming your baby and I'm going to give you this story. You are the reason to why this has happened to me. Thank you so much, Sis Bella. I laughed and I was like, girl, I'm excited to hear what has been happening. So Dayana's birthday passes and 2 days after it is his birthday. I told you guys they share their birthday. It is the same month. So when his birthday came, Dayana was like, me too, I need to do something special, like a surprise. So what she decided to do, took a cup and wrote sweet words wishing him a happy birthday, and also had taken his picture, it was on a frame, and showed it to him, sang for him a happy birthday. He was so happy and appreciated. So they keep on with their relationship, talking. One time Dayana asks him about his past. He was very open to Dayana and told Dayana, I have my own mistakes that I've made in life and my ex-wife too. After Dayana listening to his story, she was like, who am I to judge this guy? Who am I? Me too. I have done my own dirty stuffs. And then the guy tells her that he has got 2 kids. So yeah, they keep chatting and then Valentine's comes. When Valentine came, then again this American guy tells Dayana, I want to send you flowers. So I'm going to send you money so that you can buy flowers, buy wine, enjoy the Valentine's Day. I wish I was there to give you those flowers physically, but just buy those flowers, buy wine, enjoy, and imagine I came there and gave you those flowers. And I remember she sent me the photo of the flowers. Guys that follow me here on my Instagram, Valentine's this year, I posted different flowers of ladies that were spoiled on that Valentine's. So Dayana's flowers from the American boyfriend was among of the flowers I posted on Valentine's. But at the time I was posting the flowers, I didn't know anything about this American guy. Yes, I sensed, of course, this lady is dating someone. That's why she got flowers on Valentine's. So she kept saying, Bella, soon I'm coming to be your baby. You will know the whole story. Yeah, but just know that your baby has been spoiled this Valentine's. So all was going really good between Dayana and Jacob. Let me stop calling him the American guy. His name is Jacob. So Jacob started sending money to Dayana, 100 euros, then 150 euros, 200 euros, 300 euros. They kept going up and up and up. He started taking care of her, paying her bills whenever she's sick. He could send money. He was very, very caring and attentive. Whatever discussion they could have with Dayana, this guy would really take it seriously. One time they were talking to Dayana and Dayana told Jacob, "I like men who do actions." Yeah, I don't believe in a guy's words, but I believe in a guy's action. He took that very, very seriously. So they kept on communicating, yes, as lovers, but at the same time, as best friends. So kept spoiling her, buying her clothes, sending her money, go do some shopping. And one day, after him opening up about his past, then Dayana told him, "For me, I'm saving money to go back home. My dream is to one day return back home." And that's when Jacob asked Dayana, "How did you come to India?" So before I continue with the story, what does this teach us? Us who are on the dating apps searching. One time I got a client and is in Dubai, so was complaining to me that men on the dating apps are calling her a prostitute, thinking that because she is in Dubai and she's from Africa, maybe is there to do prostitution. But what I told her is not to mind those guys, because they are not serious and they will never be serious. A serious guy will not start immediately to judge you or to think negative of you. A good example is of Jacob. Did he ask Dayana day one, "Why are you in India?" No, never. What did he do? He took his time to get to know Dayana and fell in love with her. Later, when Dayana was talking about going back home, saving money to return back home, he was like, "How did you come to India?" So here I repeat, stop listening to the words of losers. Any guy that judges you without knowing you, don't take it personal. Just know that you are talking to a bad guy. He is not a quality guy. Dear beautiful sisters. So Dayana tells Jacob how she went to India, and he was very, very sorry for Dayana. Never made any promise to Dayana. They kept on chatting, getting to know each other. Then some months passed. That is when Jacob came back, told Dayana, "Your dream to go back home has finally arrived. Please tell me the budget. How much is it?" And Dayana says she knows how it is hard, to earn money, never wanted to exaggerate and tell Jacob a very crazy amount. No, had to make a research, got the exact amount and told Jacob. Excluding the ticket, it was $1,500 that was supposed to do all the process so that she can get her exit visa. She overstayed. Dayana stayed in India for 8 good years. So they kept on talking, and then Jacob one day reminds her, "Remember you told me you like a guy who does actions. So to show you that I'm really serious, I want to help you go back home, achieve that dream of returning back home, reunite with your brother. I'm going to send you $1,000 first. Start the process." What? Dayana couldn't believe it, guys, at all, because her going back home was just a dream that she was seeing very, very far to come. So to take you a little bit back, before he sent her the money to do the process to go back home, Dayana came to me and paid for the guidance fee. Became my baby officially. And that's when we started talking. She told me about Jacob. I was very happy. I got so emotional. Also told me a bit of her story, how she went to India. I was like, "Bella, I came here, but someone lied to me. There is a supermarket job. Arriving here, I was forced into prostitution." Oh my God. I felt very, very bad, but got a relief because Dayana was no longer doing that and now has got a good guy that loves her and is helping her to go back home, end the sufferings in India. So when the money was sent, started the visa process, but unfortunately got scammed too by fellow Tanzanians that pretended they were helping her so that she can go back home. But again, Jacob was very understanding, sent her another money, and eventually, guys, got her exit visa. I updated you on Instagram. I was so happy, posted a bit of her story, and promised you to come with a full love story of Dayana. So after getting her visa, Jacob sent her the flight ticket back home. Dayana was like, for me, even if I sleep on the bench at the airport waiting to connect the flights, it's fine. Home is home, home sweet home. But Jacob sent her enough money. She went back home and had traced, her auntie and her uncle. If you remember, that couple that was very kind to Dayana, they took her in, so she traced them and called them. They welcomed her into their lives, though they didn't have any idea of what had happened to Dayana. She explained everything to them. They were so sorry to Dayana, but they gave her a roof to sleep on. So stayed with them as she continued chatting with Jacob. I know you're asking yourself, yes, they are chatting, but has Jacob introduced Dayana to any of his family members? Yes. When they were chatting, just few months of them communicating, Jacob introduced Dayana to his daughter and eventually exchanged WhatsApp numbers. So Dayana sometimes chats with Jacob's daughter. Was like, it's good you have her number in case I'm not available or anything happens. You have someone to talk to or someone to call and ask. And another thing, guys, that I want to tell you all, we see that Jacob has been of a big help to our sister Dayana. But the truth is, this girl, her eyes are wide open. That is why you see she came and paid for the guidance fee so that she can be guided, so that she doesn't do any mistakes. I remember there is a time she came, I was guiding her and I gave her some questions to ask him, was not scared to ask. Something that I've been noticing, most of you come to me, you're chatting to a guy, I tell you, ask this guy this. But because maybe the guy is spoiling you, or because it has taken you so long to find someone online, now you have someone, I tell you, ask this guy this, so that, we get to understand better the guy. Is he really the one, like you as a lady who is chatting with him think? You'll be like, no, Bella, I'm scared. Maybe he might leave me. She has a voice in that relationship, and the guy is very respectful. Whenever she asks any question, this guy responds back without making drama, fights, or anything, which shows he is a quality guy. So after Dayana being in Tanzania, after being away for so many years, put everything together, did not have even a national ID, so had to look for her national ID and eventually got it. Then Jacob told her, I want to rent a house for you where you will stay. It will be your place. She was so happy, looked for the house, and as I'm talking right now, guys, Dayana on 2nd of November went to that new house because Jacob paid for the whole year. And I was talking to her on Sunday, told me he's starting to buy things, slowly by slowly. Promised to send me a short video clip to show her house. We are so happy and grateful to where Dayana is now. So guys, now that Dayana has a house where to stay, the next plan Jacob has said will send her money to start a business came to me. I gave her lots of business ideas, and we have decided on what kind of a business she will be doing while waiting for Jacob to organize himself, then go to Tanzania so that they can meet and later get married. He just wants this American election thing to pass, then he starts his process to go to Tanzania, finally meet the love of his life. So dear friends, I know you want to know the name of the dating app where Dayana met Jacob. Dayana met Jacob on Afro Introductions, another success story from our best dating site, Afro Introductions. So guys, before I end this video, Dayana gave you some advice. You who is still on the dating apps and sites searching for love, you who have watched her love story and somehow you can relate to what you're going through right now in your life. So her advice number 1 is pray, 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 and pray. God listens. Was like, Bella, I haven't seen God with my eyes, but I have seen God's action into my life. So as a lady who is on the dating apps and sites searching, prayer should be number 1. It will help you to eventually find that right guy. Her second advice, protect your heart. When chatting with a guy online, don't put your heart into it at first. No, first use your head, because if you first put your heart into it and maybe that guy was just a player, you will be heartbroken. So just protect your heart. Advice number 3, true love flows, not forced. When you see you're chatting with a guy and you are forcing things a lot, just know that that is not true love. It's time to quit. Her advice number 3, good things takes time. So even if you are on the apps, you see it is taking time, just know that your time will come. God will send someone who will truly love you and you will be happy in the end. And lastly, said something that really touched me. Yeah, I got so emotional. Was like, Bella, your words that you told me that day, not to give up, not to think of, I'm not educated, that is why I'm not finding the one, encouraged me very much, built me a lot. I am where I am today because of those words, Bella. Oh my God. Be blessed, girl, and I'm so happy for you. So dear friends, we have reached to an end of our today's video. Thank you so much for watching till now. I really appreciate you much. Be blessed for your love and your support. If you have liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, family, everyone that you think will enjoy this video and learn something. Comment below what you think about this video. If you haven't watched my other videos too, go watch them. You're going to be helped very much. You will enjoy a lot. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Join the family, and thank you so much for subscribing. I love you so much, guys. You're always here in my heart. Let us meet in my next video. Ciao. Mwah.